Hi guys, Angelic here again. Today bringing you another deck. So this deck is basically a sort of like a neutral deck. It's like a 80% neutral. Yeah, so this deck is called Neutral Nightmare. So it revolves around this Shadow Aura, which I find is very fun to play with, because it gives any of the neutral followers, be it the enemy or your own, when it comes into play, give it Storm. And please do take note that it requires the followers to have no effect at all. Meaning to say, right, that some cards that when you evolve, it will have the effect. Which in this case, I currently don't have. So let's just pretend that this card have an evolve effect. So if there's any written text on the unevolved or evolved section, the Shadow Aura will not give it any rush. So that is a very important point to take note. So this is another amulet that will boost your deck power, because it's an amulet that gives any of the allied neutral followers that come into play +1 attack, which is great, but it's not really a deck killer if you don't have it. But for this case, I only put 1 because I find that it's actually sort of hard, or rather, if you don't have this Shadow Aura, your whole deck will be brick, because it revolves around Storm neutral followers. Then let's talk about some of the cards that is not a neutral monster, neutral type. So let's go with Dragon Oracle. Alright, maybe I should explain why I use Dragoncraft. So like Dragoncraft has this Dragon Oracle, Isla, as well as this Draconic Fever that sort of rush it up the points, which is very good for you to have an early game lead where you can just storm the enemy, or rather aggro the enemy to death. And you also have this removal card, which is Breath of the Salamander, that is an AoE clearing bot. Very good. Next, you have this removal card that destroy enemy followers. But the main key thing about this card, and why is it must have in a neutral deck, is the Enhance It. So when Enhance It, you not only destroy a follower, you also have a Servant of Darkness into your hand. So some of you guys might recognize it as the Prince of Darkness card. Yes, it is. But if you use Prince of Darkness in this deck, you only can give the Storm effect to this card only. But with the core of Cactus, I will guarantee have this Servant of Darkness, which boasts 13 attack and 30 defense. And also, you can also have the chance of you throwing the Shadow Aura with this card together and caught the enemy off guard. And then the next, or rather the last spell card, will be this Goblin Conscription. Great for having low cost Goblin into your hand. So it's a 1 attack and 2 defense. So it's just like, for example, if your hand is empty and then you draw this card, you can just throw in that. And if let's say you have this Valkyrie Spear, all of the Goblin will have 2 attack, which effectively give you 8 Storm damage to the enemy. And next, effective cards or important card will be this Yuri here. So it puts a random amulet from your deck into your hand. So like I mentioned, this shadow aura is very important. So this Yuri is to bring out that shadow aura, and you have a 75% chance of drawing the shadow aura from your whole deck, because you have 3 shadow aura and only 1 Valkyrie spear. Next, important or rather a supportive card, you have this Dark Angel Olivia, just to give you more evolution points, which also means that you can have a very early rush to the enemy by evolving all your monster and not really caring about the end game because you have Olivia in your deck. Okay, then the rest is just your standard no effect neutral card like your Fighter, Mercenary Drifter, Golia, I think I pronounced it wrong, yeah. And you have this Desert Rider, extremely good because of the 4 attack. And you have this Imperial Mammoth, great, but not really because it's a very high cost card for that 6 attack only. But it do makes it hard to get destroyed. So to do a quick summary, what you want to have at the start of the game is your RAM card. That means your Dragon Oracle, Isla, as well as Draconic Fever. And out of these 2 cards, they do have the draw effect or drawing power like this Draconic Fever here. Draw 2 cards, recover 3. As well as this Dragon Oracle, where you have Overflow, which means at 7 turn, sorry not 7 turn, at 7 play point, you can draw a card, which makes like your spamming raging effect going on. And yeah, so you just start off the hand, get this 3 card, preferably 2 Dragon Oracle and 1 Isla. Then while you are playing, hope for this Shadow Aura to come. Play it as soon as possible because the chances of enemy using a neutral card is quite slim. Even if they do play it, it's usually like this Olivia, Lucifer, Odin, yeah. I think Odin is a neutral card. Yeah, something like that, but usually they do have an effect. And then if there is an enemy like a very strong enemy, or you want to have a sudden death to the enemy, use this Core of Coctus. But importantly, right, you should use it when it's enhanced 8. That means 8 pity points, so you can have this Servant of Darkness into your hand and you can play it next turn. Very good, right? Yeah, and don't be shy of spamming your evolution point because you will very likely at least have a Dark Angel Olivia in every single duel. Sometimes even crazier, and you have 3. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you watch, please do like and subscribe to the channel, and then if you want to have sort of like a community that you want to join, please do join my Discord. The Discord link will be in the description as well. Alright guys, once again, thanks for watching and see you guys next time.